Season 2, Chapter 42, Finlocked and Loaded. Graven has a vision of Kuzni's other cleric arriving in Finlock Forest. He's killing a merchant, making a delivery to the Shade Assembly, and taking his things. Probably as a way to infiltrate the grounds.
He's already in there.
Yeah, he's already in there.
What happens if he kills the Chimera?
He will
Something
be
from...
the favorite, I imagine.
Pocket's arrival is set for tomorrow, so they spend the day coming up with a reason for infiltrating the Shade Assembly if they're caught. Their best option involves their newly acquired myconid spores.
The fact that we have it and the fact that we know what it is significant.
Sure,
and
but
if
why
we...
would we be bringing it to them?
Because we had no... Who else would we bring it to? We need the highest authority, Jillian, Grimari, someone who would understand it, and we couldn't risk just walking in the front door with it. We didn't know who to trust, so we found our way in.
Graven takes a moment to himself to say a few words to the family that was taken from him decades ago.
Family Ilvigo, I don't know if we will ever meet again. But I believe now that we cared for each other once. And that is enough for me.
Orba summons her sunken king to see if he remembers any information about how Reapers are chosen.
All of them have one thing in common, that they have a brush with death.
An impossible choice. For the mother to save herself, or the child. And the mother chose the child. That was your brush with death. You were barely born. In fact, you were not born yet. At all. Your father. He knew they would come for you. He sent you somewhere where he thought no one would find you.
During Erland's watch that evening, his old vegetative friends Barry and Cypress stop by to chat about the source Erland's been seeking to cure his affliction.
You might have gone and found the source all on your own.
There's an old friend of mine who I believe understands this source that you speak of perhaps better than anyone.
A good person to ask, maybe.
A dwarven man. Have you seen him?
There was that one dwarf, wasn't there, Barry? There was. And with a little blow of the wind, you see like a piece of paper come out of the brush.
Oh my god.
Erland immediately goes to it.
You rip it in half.
And in a handwriting you recognize on a piece of parchment in the bush.
No. Did you just choke?
Come outside.
Is everything okay?
No. He knows we're here.
Who?
Grimari.
Gomari wrote that.
Can't be running around the entire Shade Assembly looking for both a Chimera, a Cleric of Kuzni, and Grimari.
Use the page.
I already have. I told him I got your note. I'm here. And I don't even know if Grimari will be able to help. He might just be interested as a scholar.
That's enough. He was interested as a scholar, and look what he created.
Yes,
Yes.
he turned an old friend of mine into a myconid.
Yes, terrible, but extraordinary.
With Grimari, the half-orc cleric, and the Chimera waiting inside, Pockets finally arrives to help our friends into the Shade Assembly.
Do you have a way to instantaneously kill a chimera in its sleep? No? Then I suggest you stop thinking about how you're gonna escape and start thinking about what you're gonna say to the Shade Assembly when you get caught, which you will. If they assess you as a threat, they'll probably kill you. If they don't, they'll probably lock you up. I stopped by Cliff. He wrote a note for you. There is an assortment of potions for healing, protection, and sneaking about. Graven didn't tell me where you were headed, so I didn't know what you needed.
That's good, that's good.
Please stay safe and report back to Navikapura as soon as possible. Everything's in place. It's time to go.
Each member has their own hippocamp, which ride off toward the fissures that sit deep in the water around the isthmus. That is where the infiltration begins.
And that is where we're going
No.
to end tonight. During your time at the harbor, you have leveled up.
No! Can Graven kill the Chimera and release his clan from Kuuzni's prison? Will Erland find an opportunity to locate Grimari and convince him to take up organic alchemy once more? Who would our friends rather be captured by? The Shade Assembly or an adversarial Cleric of Kuuzni? Find out next time on Tabletop Notch.